Hi, this is the second episode of Bhagavad Gita, the book of yoga. Last time we discussed the first verse, and today we are discussing another one, which I chose is from the second chapter. So we can just take a look at the verse. So we talked about the first verse, and then after that there are some descriptions about the battle and other things which I'm not going to talk about right now. Also, one thing I wanted to mention, that the purports are also very important, and I may say some things about it, or we may read from it, from them. So this is the 11th verse from the second chapter. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Ashochanam Vasochastvam Pragyavadamscha Bhashasi Gatasuna Gatasumscha Nanushochanti Pandita. Translation. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "While speaking learned words, you are mourning for what is not worthy of grief. Those who are wise lament neither for the living nor for the dead." So Krishna here saying that, first of all, the verse starts with Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Bhaga means opulence and Van means one who possesses. So Bhagavan means one who is full of all opulence. And it can mean a powerful personality, but in this case it means the Supreme Lord, and Srila Prabhupada translates it like that. And he's saying in the introduction also that at least we should try to accept Krishna as God and read Bhagavad Gita in that way. And this is what I was talking about in the previous video, that we have to accept Bhagavad Gita in the devotional mood. Important. And then we can really understand the real meaning of Bhagavad Gita. We can really dive deep. So Ashochanam Vasochastvam, you're lamenting for something which is not to be lamented about. Pragyavadam Shabashase, you're talking very learned words. Because Arjuna is telling about religious principles, and he was a pious man, so, and also non-violence is one aspect of piety. At the same time, he was a Kshatriya. He was supposed to fight. So because Kshatriya's duty, a fighter's duty, is to fight for religious principles, to establish peace for the society. Yes, to maintain a peaceful kingdom without criminals, these things. So he was saying that, oh yeah, it will cause trouble in society, killing people, and the family will be degraded, or the society. Also, his family members were there. But one thing about what he said, what he was saying, that he's talking from the bodily platform. He's in the bodily conception of life. But Krishna jumps to another platform. He jumps to the spiritual platform. Gatasun agatasumscha nanu shochanti pandita. Gatasun, so those who passed, and agatasum, those who haven't passed from this world. A pandit, a learned man, he doesn't lament for these things. I mean, he doesn't lament for neither of them. Because he understands this basic principle spiritual life, which is that we are not this body. We are so, and this is Sankhya, and this is what Krishna is now teaching. Sankhya means this analytical study of the world and of ourselves, who we are. So here's some flesh and bones and chemicals in the body. There are thoughts and feelings and these components, but who we are. So who we are of these things. So am I this flesh? Am I this bone? Am I this thought or that thought? Because we say that this is my body, this is my thought, I feel like this. Okay, but whose feeling is that? Whose thought is that? Whose body is that? Actually, we say that who we are, so one who possesses all these things, or who so these labels are on us. The possessor, the witness, is who actually we are. Consciousness, or the soul. And this is the point where we really become transcendentalists. This is what differentiates materialistic people from transcendentalists. So if we don't understand this, then we cannot understand more advanced truths about spiritual life. Okay, so this is what I could say right now. We can go further, see the next verses. Yeah, one more thing, that they teach so many things about in school, how we can advance in materialism, how we can have money and maintain our families and enjoy, so we can enjoy, and so many other things they teach, which we may not need, or which may not be true also. Maybe you can agree with this, but what they don't teach is who we are actually, that how we can be free of all this stress and suffering. The most important thing in life, which they don't teach. And this is why Bhagavad Gita is for. This is what Vedic life is for. The Vedas say atato brahma jigyasa. Just attaining this human form, one should really ask about Brahman, ask about transcendence, ask about spiritual life, who we are, is there a God? These things. Okay, thank you very much. Hare Krishna.